Hello, everybody. This is me, Wang Kan, with the talk about Pinping, the industrial leading executive search management system. I will show you the use of Pinping system according to actual day-to-day working process. Type in the username and password of the Pinping system. Click login button. You will come to the home page of Pinping system. As a recruitment consultant, putting in the resumes and make notes of candidates should be our everyday work. If you want to upload an electronic file from your computer to Pinping system, click the plus button in the upper right corner and click Add Profile. Here you could select an electronic file from your computer. After uploading, the system will pass the corresponding content into the corresponding box. If you need to, if there are errors in the passed content, you could correct them manually. Click the Save button. This resume will be saved. If you don't have an electronic file and you want to put in a resume manually, you could put in them here too. You could just put in the username, put in the name of candidate, put in the mobiles, put in the emails of the candidate, and click the Save button. If you need to update some candidate, you could make updates and modifications here. If you have made a phone call, send emails to some candidates, so maybe you need to make notes about these candidates, you could make them here. You could click here and put in your notes. I would also like to talk about the mechanism of resume duplication check. If you have uploaded a resume already existed in the talent pool, if you upload this resume again, the system will prevent it from being saved and prompt you. You could decide if you want to ignore it or upload this electronic document to the candidate. Okay. As a recruitment consultant, clients are the starting point of our everyday work. So let's move on to the client module. When you successfully sign the contract with a new client, you could click the plus button in the upper right corner and click Add Client and put in the required information and click the Save button. This client will be created in the Pinping system. You can create a client contact here. If you have made a phone call or send an email to this client contact, you could make notes here. Okay, let's move on to the project module. If this client has entrusted a vacancy to you, you can create the job by clicking Add Job. Put in the appropriate content. Click the Save button. This job will be created. Now, now I'm opening a job already created in the system. So we could start recruit people for our client. Okay, let's start the recruitment process now. We will first look for candidates and use various methods to add the candidates to this project. If you have communicated with the client, you could make notes here. If this candidate authorizes us to send this resume to client, you could click the operation button and click present to client. Now, at this time, a send email page will pop up. If you need to send the email to client, you could send the email here directly. If you do not need to send an email, you could click skip send. Okay, okay. Now this candidate has been recommended to the client. If you have got feedbacks about this candidate from our client, we could put in the feedback here. Okay, if this client have determined the interview time, we could click the operation button and click client interview, put in the interview relevant informations and click the save button. This interview have been arranged. This is the first round of interview. If there is still the second, third, or more round of interviews, you could click the operation button and make the second or third or more round of interviews. If the both parties has reached an agreement that offer can be signed, we could click the operation button and click offer signed. Put in the offer related information here. Okay, after the candidate had been employed, we could click the operation button and click onboarded. After the candidate passed the guarantee period, we could modify the candidate status here. After the candidate passed the guarantee period, generally speaking, we could collect money from our client. So we will click the operation button and click revenue split. Put in the amount of charge and the performance ratio. Click the save button. Next we can apply an invoice. After applied the invoice, the financial personnel could issue an invoice and receive payment according to actual situation. Okay, now the whole recruitment process is basically completed. After each of our colleagues operated this way, you could see the work results and work processes of all companies in the statistical reports and other places of Pinping system. We can realize the visual management of the workflow, improve the work efficiency, and retain valuable data for the executive search firms. So executive search firms thrived with the help of Pinping.